Engagement is something that ought to infuse our curriculum, it ought to infuse our operations, the community and the campus ought to be working together. Engagement ought to infuse our research, and I suspect that then the last E, at least in the land-grant model, would be extension.
When you think of engagement, you can think of it at all different kinds of levels. You might think of it at an individual level, one person to one person exchanging information. Or you may think of it at the institutional level, the bigger level, or even at the country level, the United States engaging, say, with Malawi, for example. And I think we need engagement at all of those levels to really achieve sustainability in the future.
Outreach is really the key. Discussion will bring out the best of whatever party has to offer, and that's the way to go.
So much of science is not about what ought to be, it's about what is. But to me engaged sustainable scholarship connects understanding about complex, wicked problems, as SMEP colleagues refer to it, with the question of what ought we do, what should happen.
Risks have to be taken. Risks, unfortunately, then have to be funded. But outreach is the way to get that funding. And we need to start learning now, and the best way to learn that, I think, is to go into the field and do some smaller scale things, see what works and what doesn't, and then scale up from there.
It's the knowledge institutions, it's the societal organizations, it's government, and it's business. And you've got to have these stakeholders engaged with each other. And the challenge of engagement is figuring how to get all those folks in the room to begin with, but then keep them in the room to actually learn and reflect together on how to manage these very difficult, messy, complex issues.